Hello and welcome to one more Home Labs video on list comprehension. And this time we would be generating a random color palette which changes its colors like a chameleon each time we run the code. And you can use this to generate cool visualizations like this one from a video on India's 7 pay commission levels. So let's get started. We import random. We choose one of these values. So every time that we run this, we get a value from 0 to 9 and from A to F. So we will be using this to generate an hexadecimal color code, HTML color code. The next step is to take this into a list comprehension. So we put a bracket like this. The HTML color code is 6 characters long. So if we take this into a list comprehension, we get values like this. Now the next step is to concatenate these 6 values into a single value. So the way we do this is to use the join command, which operates on the elements of an iterable and joins them together. And the next step to convert it into HTML hex code is to append a hash to it. So let's suppose that we want to generate a list of 5 such codes. Then we declare a list called call list and we take this whole thing into another list comprehension. So here we have a list of 6 random HTML codes representing 6 different colors. Now this isn't very helpful. Let's try to visualize this. We're going to make a bar plot. So the bar plot takes these arguments. First, the list of x values, which in our case is going to be a range for the length of column. So we'll get 6 values on the x-axis. Then the y argument is basically the height of these bars. Again, this is given as 10, a standard height. And then we specify the colors as color is equal to call underscore list. And when we plot this, wow, so here we have a palette of 6 random colors. Let's run this again. Oh, sorry. We'll have to run all the cells. You can see that every time that we run this, the color palette changes. Now let's try using this to generate a multicolor plot. We need to first load our data frame. So we are passing the directory to list out the Excel files. So we read the particular Excel sheet and now we tell the columns to be used. Skip the top rows. Specify the header and the index column. Sorry for the typo. And here's our data frame. Now let's pick up a specific column. Sorry, I forgot a comma. So this is column 2. So this part of the code, PD is equal to is NA, make sure that we don't pick up the NaN values, which will create a problem in plotting. You can see here that there are the NaN values which need to be dropped, and the X would be. Now the X and the Y arrays need to be of the same length. So we ensure this by taking a slice of it. And here's our plot. Sorry. So here's how the plot looks. Now let's try to write a loop to cover all the columns in the data frame. Copy the same code from above. We save the data frame columns as a temporary list, and this would be useful. In a moment it will be clear to you why this is useful. So now we write a code to parse through all the columns of the data frame. We can pass it through temp, in fact. This change to call. So here what we do is we get the index of this column in this list temp, and that would help us to map it to this color list. And here, yeah, it's still 6. So let me just change this to 18. Do this again. See, the color changes. And now, here's our plot. Now we can add a lovely legend to this by so this doesn't look nice when it's on the plot. So we use bbox.anchor to set this right. So what this does is that the property sets the font to century Gothic and size 9, and the bbox to anchor, it takes in a tuple to specify the x and y coordinates of this legend box, and the location would be upper right. So this would move this legend box outside this plot. And there you go. Thanks for watching this video. If you do like this video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Thanks.